Welcome to the Hired Not Fired podcast, brought to you by The Real Me, the soft skills first talent solution that helps employers hire entry-level employees with better developed soft skills, such as communication, problem solving, or emotional intelligence. Join us as we sit down with hiring managers, talent leaders, and others and get insider tips to help Gen Z stand out and get hired. Let's dive in. Hi there. Welcome to Hired Not Fired. I'm Dr. Deb Samuels-Peretz for The Real Me, and I am delighted to welcome back Meredith Trotta of Veeam. Hi, Meredith. Welcome back.
Hi, nice to see you again.
For those of you that didn't see the first episode, I'll tell you a little bit about Meredith. Meredith is a global university relations professional, writer, and thought leader for building early career talent pipelines in organizations. Starting her career in college admissions, Meredith moved to corporate university relations, working for Time Inc. in New York City. She ran her own consulting business before returning to corporate at Equifax and her current company, Veeam Software. And at Veeam, she built their university hiring programs, and we're going to hear a lot more about that today. But I also want to add that Meredith is a professional writer, published around the globe and even featured on Good Morning America, Bloomberg News, and podcasts and radio shows. Meredith, welcome back.
Thanks so much.
So I'd like to ask you about the Veeam internship program today. Tell us a little bit about it. What's it like? How do you recruit for it? And all that good stuff.
Great, thanks so much. So our internships at Veeam are like a lot of companies. They take place for the majority in the summer. They're usually about 10 to 12 weeks, and some of them are remote, some of them are hybrid. I don't think we have any that are all in office in America. So we're basically looking for students like in engineering, corp tech, which is kind of a nice IT background, some sales, some customer success representatives. And we bring all of the interns together for a summit. So, probably first and foremost, I should mention that the roles that we give our interns are meaningful work. We don't ask interns to come in and, do the things that no one wants to do.
The scut work.
Yeah, exactly. It's a combination of learning, right? There's some trainings that you'll take place that are business related to your function. And then it's also just understanding the job. It's an opportunity for you to try on the job, see if you like the job, and for us to see how well you fit into the role and if it's possibly for a full-time hire. For us at Veeam, we are looking to use our internship programs to make full-time hires. That's the best way to get a full-time job with us is to intern with us first. Not all companies are like that. Some of them will hire direct from graduation, and some of them will do the intern to full-time hiring.
Can I ask approximately how much do you draw just from your internship versus do you also have positions that you hire direct?
Yeah, for us, it's probably about 75% of our graduate hires come from an internship, which is such a great
Wow.
question, and about 25% come direct. Not every company is the same, but getting an internship can be a really good way to find a job, of course, but it can also be a great way to eliminate a job because maybe you thought this is what you wanted to do, and after 10 weeks, you say, absolutely not. I have no interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Walk away with some learnings and then move on in your career search. So internships are a great opportunity. They tend to be really competitive too. Super easy to get an internship. At Veeam, we are looking for students who are highly skilled and then students who have the right sort of attitude and potential, a willingness to learn, an ability to take direction from a manager.
That coachability.
Coachability is
Yeah.
huge, huge, huge. And honestly, one of the best things you can learn as a student who's listening is like, am I coachable? Can I take feedback and can I right away change or put it to work or improve? And that's really something that you should just start to work on for yourself.
I guess one of the benefits to the company was you get to try out the interns as well. So the interns get to see if it's the kind of job and company they want to work for. and you get a chance to really see what their potential is and what they're like in real life, not on paper, right?
Exactly. And so, I mean, internships for you as a student who's listening are an opportunity for you to prove yourself. They're an
Hmm.
opportunity for you to show up every day. And we like to say they're a 10-week or 12-week long interview, which sounds honestly exhausting.
It does.
I mean, no, nobody is, has that much of a microscope on it, right? We're not like,
Right.
oh, we want you to feel like you're part of the culture, like you're part of the team. Like we want you to be able to see yourself at Veeam and like, what are our values and do they align with the way that you like to work?
Mhm.
It's really just such a tremendous opportunity for us as a company and for the students. And I would like to point out too, if anyone's listening to this podcast who's in this field, one of the things that's frustrating is when people don't think that students need a chance to learn because nurses, doctors, teachers, they all have to have practical experience before they can move into professional experience. And
Right.
we should consider the business world to be the same. We should be offering students opportunities to check out these careers. And my big feeling about the bridge between university and higher is all that academic curiosity and success. You have to figure out how to translate that into
Yeah.
business and corporate success. And they're two different things.
Yes.
The thing that really does help, if you're curious in your academics and you're curious in an internship program and you show up with questions and participate and really give over to how it can be a little camp. Do the kids say camp? I don't even know. My kids are
I don't think anyone in this generation says camp.
no, Gen Z doesn't say camp. Okay. Well, my kids, just so your listeners know, if they give me any credentials, are Gen Z as well. And
Well,
two of
look
them
who
are
you're asking.
no. Two of them are gainfully employed. And so I mentioned to you before is, when you're in an internship program, you should look to see if the company invests in their employees. Are they training them? Are they offering them opportunities to learn more? And a good internship, and ours, I would say, is a good internship, of
Mhm.
course, offers professional skills development training. We offer workshops on how to network, events that you can actually network with people. We as a group are just cheering you on. And we do that all by bringing all of our interns in the United States together for a summit that's 2 days of learning.
Yeah.
And then we also give them business challenges and they present on them and they form
At
these
the summit.
at the summit.
Yeah.
And they form these tremendous bonds with each other and
Mhm.
they do great work. And their work gets noticed even from our tiny little presentations that we do at the summit. Some
Mhm.
of those go on to be business ideas.
Wow. Can you give an example of what a business challenge you might assign the
Yeah.
interns?
So we just had one that was about how to use AI, and they could choose a variety of different topics this summer. And the winning group was creating an AI dashboard for people to use in customer success. So they were sort of
Wow.
taking all the problems and the issues that they were learning, and then they kind of put together this thing, but they made it Gen Zified, which is it became quickly became an app. It quickly became very easy to use. And so I think sometimes, other generations can think about things really big. We're a big software company. We have a huge footprint. Let's make
Mhm.
something big. And so what our students a lot of times will show us is like, what if you made it small? And what if you put it on a phone? And we go, oh, that's a really good idea.
That's amazing. I am so impressed. I mean, you
Yeah.
touched on one of my big hobbies right now is AI. I've been doing a deep dive and learning everything I can because at the Real Me, we integrate AI into our solution. And I think it's amazing that these kids just ran with it
Yeah.
and came up with an app. That's really impressive. So can I ask you approximately what percentage of interns actually get an offer on average? Just a
Yeah, on
wild guess.
average, we do about 80%, which is very high.
Wow.
But we
Yeah.
are we are an intern to full-time hiring company primarily.
Mhm.
We do have we have some hiring events that we go direct to grad, but yeah, we have a really high, and we have a high acceptance offer and we have a very low reneg rate. So we do, I think for me, because I've been doing this a long time, that is what really is special about Veeam and maybe about the companies I've worked for is that we really care about the students. And so while they're there for the summer, we are their champions, we are their cheerleaders. We help them connect them to who they want to talk to. And then when they leave and they've accepted offers, we keep in touch with them the whole year. We have events, virtual
Oh,
events,
wow.
and we just want to make sure that they know we haven't forgotten that they're coming and that we are really excited for them to join Veeam. And then we also offer a one-year graduate program with more professional skills development, just to bridge that gap between
Mhm.
academic success and corporate success.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And, I bet the listeners are hearing it's like, okay, maybe I should check out that Veeam internship. Thank you, Meredith. Really appreciate your insights and love to have you back to hear more.
I would love that too. Thanks so much. And if you're looking for your first role from university to college, all the best of luck to you.